And off we go.
We are off.
Well, we don't have to worry about bomb drops, they appears.
Well, so of like 4 or 5 bomb starts that I've generated, not just for practice, I've actually had those 3 bombs there every time.
Pretty
I don't know why.
convenient, I'd say. Cane of Burma.
Ooh.
It's a magic weapon and it's used quite some magic, so you got to be careful about your magic assumption. There are parts. Wait a second, is that Power Glove?
Yeah, it is. So finding Power Glove early in Escape is actually a fairly good sign that there's something inside the bombable wall. Just because that is actually logically locked behind it. I love how, as you're saying, you need to be kind with the Burna. Like, you need to conserve your Burna magic. He instantly goes to use it on those 2 guards.
Well, because there are parts with small magic there, so it's not a big waste.
You do only get left with 2 extra ticks if you use this optimally. So you do have to actually be careful if you want to avoid losing time by picking up extra pots.
There are also parts with small magic field in sewer, so it's only waste time.
Yeah, no, that's what I was saying. Is the sewers would you don't want, like, those pots are pretty out of the way. So, huh?
I think he's teasing us. He's opening it on the way back.
I think there's something. I think something was wrong with his controller.
Well, that's a question for the interview, I guess.
Yeah. Well, that seems all figured out. So, if you want to know how to use this item properly, the best way is that you do gain invincibility the moment you hit the item button. So you can walk right up to an enemy as they're walking into you, press the item button, and you won't waste any magic killing anyone. Luckily, with the pots, you can just straight up kill this ball and chain dart. He has exactly enough magic.
Yeah, I don't think there's enough magic to go this without any refill if there wasn't any pots here.
Okay, so we got Zelda. We're moving through the escape. And we'll see what is going to be at the end of it. And there isn't really much going on. It's just solid movement. Optimizing your movement. Optimizing which way you're facing. Because in Zelda, in Link to the Past, the movement is faster when you're moving north or east. And west and south. And it's a little bit slower when you move the other directions. And that's just because of the animation that Link has going in those directions.
SevenS1ns killed a few green guards with pots, hoping for some extra drops to no avail.
We really don't need drops after you have bombs, though.
Maybe he wants some extra rupee for Kakuriko or something, I don't know.
Oh, and just the map there. Okay, so will SevenS1ns is bombed, so he can risk just like missing the myrnae.
myrnae just got the draws on the last tick.
He did get the T-Rat with his last pip of magic, so that was good timing. Oh, a sword. And a heart. Alright. Not too bad, considering they haven't seen any hearts yet.
Yeah, and swords will speed up the rest of the game as well.
But nothing dire in there, although the sword would make a huge difference, so.
Good thing bombs are in that first chest, or yeah, maybe not. They have power gloves already.
Okay, and so we're moving on through. So both runners taking this normal route. The reason that you go here through this way and not straight to the village is to check this guy and the tree pole.
But
That's actually very useful information.
myrnae checked the crab boost, got the full magic, but didn't check the triple. That was 4 bombs on that tier 2, I think.
Yes, that is the tier 2. You'll usually have tier 2 when you leave escape. Sometimes if you have a very good escape, you don't take any damage, you'll actually be able to pull the tier 1. But full magic crab is actually super useful information for these runners to have. The bomb tier is really only useful on the first go around.
Numberjack was big 20, nothing major here. Bombos on Lostwood drug spot. Piece of heart in mushroom location.
SevenS1ns going for the piece of heart is interesting. Oh, both runners actually went for it. I'm not sure where myrnae is going. Don't have the catch at the pedestal. Might just be taking a different way to get into the village. Yeah, just taking taking a different way.
Yes, she's just dropping into a well the first thing, I think.
Yeah, I
Maybe.
think that's what's happening here.
SevenS1ns has more bombs, so he's don't have to buy the bombs.
Yep. There's some money. Some more money. Some more money. Oh, 10 bomb drop. That's going to be very useful for myrnae when they get there.
Mirror in the well.
Mirror in the well. Very good. Hook shot in the blinds hut. Ooh. Piece of heart. So mirror and hook shot really early here.
And power glove too, so they are lamp away from whole light world death mountain.
Well, I mean,
Lamp
even
of
without the
food.
lamp, I know at least SevenS1ns can do that. That dark room is probably one of the first ones that people learn. Oh no, SevenS1ns there's bomb, and you can't actually throw it over the chest. That will not work. You have to throw it beside the chest. So Death Mountain is open to them. Not logically, but it is open.
I have a feeling we're going to find blues or lamp on earlier locations, so. Well, Look what we got here. The bow. Map check. Red pendant on desert, crystals on Hera and Eastern, and Hera is a red. Well, look at we got a lot of things in Kakariko here.
Yeah, we're slowly going through here.
Oh, Hammer is here too. What is this? Did Jet make this seed?
This is a really good start so far. I wouldn't say that it's. I'm not gonna say it's fast yet, but we can access. We're like a piece away from access in a bunch of things.
Well, that's Moonpearl on Race Game, so that's Dark World access right there, right now, and Mirror too.
Oh, okay. That's we just need the. You know what I would like to see if I was these runners? The flippers. Just go straight to swamp. Just get that out of the way early.
I'd consider going to Eastern and Pod right now because you can full clear both, I think.
Well, it depends
you
on
want
their
lamp too.
Yeah, it depends on how comfortable they are with the lamp. With the fire rod, a lot more people would be comfortable with it. But with this set, I wonder if SevenS1ns is going to walk back up north. Yeah, that is what he's doing. He's going to Dark World right now.
Makes sense.
This is actually a good idea because he has the mirror. This is a very good route in.
What does Mirror do extra here? He doesn't have access to blacksmith and stuff.
That's fine. You have access to. You can. What this lets you do is it lets you route in everything in Dark World that leads to Hype Cave, do Hype Cave, mirror, then do the normal South Hylia thing. The mirror makes this route in super good.
Ah, I see. Wow. Never thought about that. You never really see this loaded Kakariko.
No,
I suppose.
Not in this way. I've seen loaded Kakarikos, but not this way. Now, the only downside is with his low amount of health and low equipment, you can't really take advantage of being here and being able to complete the Crystal Thieves Town. So that might be a gamble we see.
5 is Goldwoods and the random pendants. Turtle Rock is green and Ice Pala is blue.
So those are some good pendants. those are some pendants I want to see.
Meanwhile, myrnae doing the standard South Hyrule route. He's checking the den first. She could have used the mirror trick to get both on at the same time, but she didn't. So he's going to lose a little time here.
If Seven is able to find the flippers by the time he gets to Swamp, I would be surprised if he doesn't go to Swamp. He can't finish the dungeon he's in right now, but
well, there was a time where Skullwood had everything, but the first item is just a piece of part here.
It's still pretty. Ooh, yeah, that was a good idea. Leaving to set his saving point to the entrance. Oh, he can just die and refill. Good plans. Okay, so what's in Moldorm Cave? Bottle.
First bottle.
Half magic, which is useful with some of our items. Boots.
And boots.
Okay, so that's actually going to be a big deal for myrnae routing wise. Also, I don't think Seven realizes he got both items. He might still be in key sanity mode. Who knows? I've actually been seeing this a lot where runners. Seven has both items for this dungeon, so I have been seeing it here.
Yeah, if SevenS1ns has these boots, he can route the entire north part of the north part of Dark World, including Kingstone, Pyramid, Bunk Rock, and Pyramid Edge in one scoop, but he doesn't have it. Myrnae is, I think, is joining SevenS1ns to the Dark World, while taking his blue mail first from library.
Yeah, this room that he's doing is really rough, and yeah, he's leaving it. Luckily, there's something that you can do there.
Called Bumbles.
I'd like to point out that Myrna has done a bunch of Light World and still doesn't have extra hearts.
Well, everything has been progression so far. No
It's true.
wonder that he has no heart.
But it's just crazy to think, like, he's done like she's done 7 or 8 extra spots and just no extra hearts.
Blueberries on Bumper Cave, so cave is not required here. And Acme, I think, is already dead seeing this current equipment. Okay, Village of Galcat, what do you have for us? Bottle? Well, that's going to be a more efficient check for secret from SevenS1ns then. You can mirror right here and check it.
Like I said, this round is super good from both runners. Myrna seems like allergic to save and quitting though. From what I can tell, they have not save and quit since ever, which is actually faster to go to a lot of the places that they have gone.
Oh, think heart. That's a full refill from the bumpable heart. Are we going to see a 6-heart Thieves Town? Those fireballs. SevenS1ns going in. 4 items in this dungeon plus the crystal. I don't see a reason not to do it unless you are not confident in your execution in doing that, like me.
Well, you do have Kane and Burnout, which you can kill him with, so.
Oh yeah, and Mira got half magic too, so she should be fine if she knows what the Burma strats. But we're seeing a Dingen first.
Dig game is notorious, kind of almost time waster, but you know, you almost always have to do it, so it's really just you're not losing time, you're just wasting it.
That's over 20 digs already.
Yeah, it looks like we're headed to max digs here. Oh, and it's just a 20. Which they pick up. They
and
really want to
silver
get
is
Zora money. Huh.
silver is just found in Thieves Town, third chest, and we have a map and compass and big key on the other 3, so there are still 3 items back there.
That's huge, actually, the silvers. Considering he hasn't done any bow-related shenanigans yet, he can now abuse that bow for the rest of the game.
Mira is focusing on overall stuff and finds herself a red mail.
The stun pack is, well, Sin's abusing his hook shot there a little bit. The stun pack is 20 rupees. So if they do end up, for some reason, needing to farm money,
they have what they need.
Hellway done and over with.
Another heart from Stumpy. So we're slowing down a little from progression items. What are we looking for here? The flute, the Titansmith, fire rod, and Mire entrance, and the lamp,
The
and
powder.
Samaria.
Powder is interesting. We can do powder right now with the hammer. So this is a loaded-ish dungeon. SevenS1ns is really using that hook shot a lot, which is good. It's faster than walking, and he needs to take as many advantages as he can. He doesn't have boots, and won't have them for a while.
There really isn't a lot of things left for Hypave, to be honest. There's a whole lot of nothing here.
With what we've got right now, the Eastern Pod is a pretty good play. If myrnae does it, though, they won't have silvers, and that's going to slow them down a little bit on the bosses and the dungeon itself.
Well, that depends on whether she's comfortable doing that without lamp, too. Looks like our small cube system is locked by itself this time.
Yep, so the small key can never be unblind, and the small key can lock itself in its chest. So in this case, that is what happened. So we don't need the small key.
And we're never gonna see it. Nope. I don't think we can see it.
Nope, we can't. It's impossible to see it.
Blind fight, it can be scribbly if you know what hit it on the very first frame. You can hit it.
If you do pretty much what SevenS1ns is doing right now, the fight is scripted and not random. Well, it's never random. It's deterministic, based on a bunch of factors. But SevenS1ns did pretty good there. And there's the Titan's mitts. That's huge. That is huge for his route in.
If I were him, I would go straight to Death Mountain. That I think is a full sweep right now.
Yeah, the entire thing is open, but he might still want to just finish up the round. He hasn't even done Sphere 1 stuff in Light World. So things like the dam, the ice rock cave, Sora, but he now is able to do even more things that he wasn't able to do before. So this route in that he decided to do is like insane.
Yeah.
He can currently, as far as I can tell, do every single overworld location in one go. When he gets those boots, he'll be able to finish up the rest. Like if he wanted to, he could loop back, check pyramid, go and check those dungeons. Like this routing is insane because we know where the boots are, and so he can route that in and then go to the north, the Dark Sanctuary. So this is huge. You pick up that heart. I like it. You haven't seen many hearts yet, so.
myrnae continued his severe 1 or 0 check into Eastern Palace. She can full clear it. It's not going to be a time waste since it's also a crystal. But I don't know when she's gonna get those titans though.
Well, I mean, it is a crystal, so it won't be before long. They probably just aren't comfortable with the dungeon. Thieves' Stone is actually a pretty difficult dungeon. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with myrnae's routing, so.
Yeah, nothing wrong, but things just lining up so well together for SevenS1ns right now.
Yep. And magic bat activation right here. It's the king of Samaria. Oh my!
Still missing.
Okay, well that's another piece of the puzzle. We need the fire rod and the flippers, the lamp in theory, and whatever Misery Mire needs. Oh, and the flute. That is useful.
We're not even 30 minutes in. We're only 4 items or 5 away.
Yeah, we are 25 minutes in. We are 1, 2 sword, flute, like 3, 4 items away, possibly 5, because we don't know what Mire is. Fire rod, sword, lamp. Lamp is questionable. It depends on the skill level. So 4 or 5. Yeah, this is insane.
We're going to get her vanilla big keef in Eastern.
Oh, nice blue mail. I didn't even catch that. That's where the blue mail is. Actually, myrnae actually already has red mail, so obviously SevenS1ns will have that soon enough.
No, I don't think the other mail is on library. I wonder he will go for that once he get a boost.
Oh, good point. Yeah, it'll depend. If he's by there again, just naturally, yeah, because red mail is actually a pretty big. It's pretty nice. It makes the gauntlet significantly easier. So I mean, if you're already there, why not pick it up?
But he's already done both blacksmiths and purple chest, though.
Yeah, I know. It's gonna be pretty rare that he goes back, but he might end up there with weird route and stuff if he ends up back in the village. But the village is pretty much done. I mean, at this point, he's just gonna start doing Death Mountain.
And South Shore.
Where the map is.
And South Shore.
Zora is a thing, but we're actually neither. How are we this far in chest white? Oh, we're gonna having a little bit of issue with the damage boost here.
I think he can burn on that. He already picked out the pots, didn't he?
He can, in fact, actually just burn that entire thing.
Agina's cave check. He won 7 things right after the purple chest. You know, how often do we see Agina before mini mortal?
Not very often, but this round made it work out.
Well, we saw a lot of things shouldn't before mini mortal this season, I suppose.
We've seen a dungeon before mini mortal. That's uncommon, but not unheard of. The Dark World access while you're in Kakariko leads to the early Thieves Town play more often than not, actually.
Yeah, Thieves Town doesn't really require much. You only want a hammer for the full clear.
Yep, and you can actually full clear it with your Dark World access usually, which is why it's so common. Oh, he's actually abandoned his Dark Portal. Did he go to Hype? Yeah, he just realized. Good on ya. I was like, I don't think you've checked it. Okay, so myrnae.
I think she's open one with her options right now.
Yeah, there's a lot of options right now. SevenS1ns is taking this like in a very linear path. But this is not a linear seed. This is one of the least linear seeds I've ever seen.
We're deep into pot.
He's hoping the best route in here for him would be if flippers were here. For sins, that would actually just work out perfectly. I'd like to point out, like, if you've seen, like, the Key Sanity tournament and other, like, showcase matches, you might get used to as a viewer that, like, every racer just instinctively knows some of these very difficult things, but things like the dark room with the mints, that is not an easy dark room.
No,
the one after the big key door, that is a room that has some decent strategies to it, but it is not easy.
Yeah, I can't even do the one on Desmond without a map.
Everyone has their tricks to get through it. There are a few people who don't need any tricks. They can just do dark rooms, but most people need some kind of trick to get through them.
We're seeing a key portion of part here. Soon we'll be going to the value portion. I don't think she's comfortable with dark green, so she's wearing out.
Mirroring to the entrance of the dungeon.
Yes.
Probably won't see dark room. I'm curious if they know how to do the rupee room. That one's not too bad.
Yeah, let's just hold down and right and up and smash A.
If you're not used to it, it is somewhat difficult to get the right position in. I won't lie. I've the first time I tried to do that.
Yeah.
Very good joke. I like that joke in chat. Thank you. Best trick is to use the lantern. That's a very good trick. I like that trick.
First time I tried to do that rule, I got blocked by anti-fairy really hard.
Yeah. I just couldn't find the chest. So the dark rooms are actually pretty hard if you're not very deeply practiced in them. Okay, so we go to Ice Rock Cave. We haven't seen this yet.
All the way locations.
We actually don't have money for Zora.
Yeah, everything has been progression. We don't even have money.
Looks like we're seeing some Bonk Rock action right here.
Bonk
How long
Rock,
does this run last on? Sorry,
Kingston Land Bonk Rock. Kingston first.
Oh, I consider Kingston a Bonk Rock, honestly. It's a giant rock. It's just it's a rock that has some fancy decorations on it. The mushroom. Interesting.
Yeah, we're feeling the tracker's first fat here. I think he is going to turn it right now.
Yep, I like it.
Stop here.
That's reasonable.
And he's just going to 7 quit and go left from Century for the Bonk Rock.
And then probably go straight to Death Mountain from there. So that might be what he's thinking.
Yeah, sounds very good, reasonable. Meanwhile, is leaving part going to the Bonk Rock first. Do you think she'll go up to Death Mountain?
Oh, and it's the Master Sword.
7-Sins. Oh, Flippers, Bonk Rock.
Oh. Okay.
So we're 32 minutes in, and we are missing Fire Rod and Lamp and Flute and my entrance for Go mode.
Where's 7-Sins going? No, back to the Flippers. Well, okay, he's gonna do Eastern and Swamp, or Eastern and thing. But I think Swamp Palace is his next required.
I think he'll be full clean part and Eastern in one fell swoop here. He's going for the portal.
I'd like to point out that we're 33 minutes in. We have most of our Go mode items. We have full access of like a bunch of dungeons. Still haven't seen Death Mountain. This is a crazy seed.
Well, I think Flute is going to be bottlenecking us here. And since we technically
we're seeing Swamp right now.
Oh yeah, and since technically while we can full clear Death Mountain, we are logically not there yet, for whatever reason. So I think 7-Sins put off Death Mountain for that reason, because the whole mountain is a sequence break there.
Well, so are these dungeons he's going to. They're equally sequence broken. There's just that some of the items here aren't. My prediction is Flute's or Lamp is gonna be in Swamp.
Sounds fair. So 2 different dungeons. Part we have seen partial from Mirror, and Swamp is brand new. Let's see what we have. Well, Eastern is completely old, so we'll be focusing on what Mir finds here. There's your Zora money.
Kiki not joining happens when you mirror, usually. Kiki is a strange monkey.
Yeah, Kiki disappears when you mirror, so you have to waste extra 10 rupees to get him back. I have personally done that a few times, forgetting. Most often trying to get Saharashtra while getting Kiki.
Just moving along.
Looks like Chad is calculating potential hyping test, but we don't talk about that right now because we still need a lot for that. Oh, Master Sword from Mir as well.
Ah, so with that possibility, interestingly enough, I wonder if we're gonna see, huh?
I think we likely will see Temper.
I don't know. Not with that. It depends on what else is here. If there's nothing else in Swamp, then no. But that also puts Lamp in. That also puts Lamp possibly in Ice, depending on where the. Yeah, no, that does possibly put Ice Lamp as a thing.
Yeah, well, Iceland is already a thing when they found the flippers.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, if there's no other progression here, SevenS1ns could end up never seeing the Tempered Sword, depending on where the other sword is. So.
Oh yeah, you mean he get to Gomo Swamp? Really? In this seed, you want them to Gomo dungeons?
I mean, yeah, I'd like to see a sub-hour. I would have liked to see this seed be sub-hour with Perfect Routed, which, looking at it,
Yeah,
it
fair
really depends
enough.
on what the last 3 items is, but this looks like one of those seeds that are very possibly sub-hour, but not the way that they're doing.
Yeah. Our flute is here, swap left
Oh,
wing.
well then, there's our flute.
Which Mirror can't really do much other than putting Death Mountain in
I
lock
was
because
about to
she
say,
needs those mids.
being able to go to Death Mountain is huge. That puts Lamp as possibly on Death Mountain. I think
Yeah,
that kills Pedestal, though, for the people who constantly wish it.
yeah, sure, but she's not going to get a lot of time doing that because if she go out to a mountain right now, she's going to do that twice because she will have to return to it after the mids.
Well, so that's fine as long as she gets everything else. I mean, as long as she's doing it comfortably.
Yeah.
At this stage in the tournament, one loss doesn't knock you out, but you can learn a lot from a one loss that you can use to not lose again. That's how I like to think of tournaments like this. They're this big.
Indeed.
You can
Especially
lose 2 times and still make it into the brackets.
yeah. I think this is the fault that suggests both round and watch because how crazy the start is and how crazy the route divergence is.
Both could learn probably at least a little bit from each other's routing. Sin's not doing both bonk rocks. I'm not sure when he's gonna route in the other bonk rock.
Let's see what he does after pot. He's here and there's no reason not to clear this.
Correct. Oh, he'll probably clear it. I'm wondering how comfortable he is with dark rooms. I haven't seen him do them lately. But luckily, a lot of seeds do just give you the lamp right away.
We'll see. We'll see. Meanwhile, we are approaching our menu simulator, aka Master Sword or Fighter Sword Argus, on mirror
It
side.
is never faster to use the menu here. You can just slash it twice, or you can do spins, which is what a lot of people do.
I really don't like hooking the puff from down because there's a chance the puff will hit you before you slash it twice.
No, as long as you're mash and slash, it shouldn't hit you ever. Because when you slash something, they can't damage you when they are damage boosted by you, they can't damage you, enemies. So as long as you slash rapidly, you'll never get hit like that.
Okay. Big key vanilla in pot and
in fact, the fastest kill of this boss is done from below. The entire fight is done below Argus.
Yeah, I've watched one of those fights. Those are very impressive. Mir doesn't have a silver arrow, so he has to take the spins on the final form.
Oh, SevenS1ns having to do the bonk to get back up to the upper part, and he's gonna have to go back because that red die will never die ever in a million years.
And he'll reject your jump down there.
Yep. So if there's something in the dark rooms here, that's gonna be a big deal for this race. He's actually, not only is he doing dark rooms, he's gonna do hammer yum.
Well, both hammer yum and dark room. He's going to do this dark room in reverse, I think.
He is. This is gonna be interesting.
Yeah, he already got big key. There's no reason it's faster to go backwards than go forward, then backwards.
Oh, he's not even pulling out his sword. Oh, never mind. He tried to be impressive for a second. So Myrnae really needs to go back to Thieves Town.
The first chance in dark room was money because I saw the rupee count tick up.
Yeah, we still don't have much money. Myrnae found a bunch in Swamp, but
well, SevenS1ns paid for ticket and he bought a blue potion before having secured the Zora found.
That's risky. We're finally gonna see these water. Oh, there's the ice rod.
Well, now we can start thinking about pedestal, I guess. It can still be a medallion.
It could be the medallion, but it can't be the pedestal. No, because we're looking for fire rod, and that's it.
Yeah.
So at this point, both pedestal and green pendant and Trinets himself can't have anything.
But not even my entrance?
So I mean, at this point, so fire rod is the only item left that we need to find to be able to beat the game.
Yeah.
So fire rod means that essentially Turtle Rock is not only is it not a good idea to go to, it's probably just not where anything is. Ice rod is like finding the ice rod is completely useless. It probably is actually, yeah, it just doesn't do anything for this seed.
Yeah, I think that Lake Highlight item is a blind take.
Oh, right. I forgot about the medallion coin. We don't know that yet. Right. We don't know 100% what Meyer is because neither runner's has had the time to flute there.
Well, Mirror doesn't have mids and SevenS1ns doesn't have flute. Mirror is doing the whole Zora part now. And she didn't go to Ice Rock Cave as far as I remembered.
Nope. But there was nothing there.
There isn't anything there. Here's the
Oh,
useless
there's the
cave.
cave.
Well, Bomb Cave had bomb, so if she takes it for the Ganon fight. Well, I'd take it. I'd take every safety I can get. Well, I think SevenS1ns is doing Death Mountain right now.
And Zora Domain got nothing for us.
Yeah, Mir is getting the cape. Safely is always nice to have, especially with half magic.
Actually, Burna is just a better cape. It's actually almost technically the upgrade because you get cape earlier than Burna, and then you can later unlock Burna with it. Or actually, you can get Burna before cape. Oddly enough, if you have a bunch of fairies and you damage boost your way through.
Well, on the sword Mir has, cape is better than Burma right now because you can't Burma and spin Ganon while you can with cape.
True, but cape uses a lot more magic.
Oh, I totally forgot. SevenS1ns was doing pod. Why do I say he's on Death Mountain? I thought.
I'm not sure.
I
But,
think
he's gonna need to go to. He's gonna need to hit that bog crop for flippers, and he's probably gonna go straight to Death Mountain. From there,
so
without handing in without going to swamp. So he's gonna lose some time on Myrna, who's about to. I'm not sure what they'll do. I'm hoping that they go to Thieves Town because they're here.
If I was sure I would go to Death Mountain, there's way more items there. But seems now it's open way early though. Yep, that's a flute to one. Death Mountain here. It is.
Nope. They have flew away. This is actually correct. From their current routing, because there are more items here than in Thieves Town, and it's faster.
Yeah. SevenS1ns is doing pyramid to catfish to Zora, I assume, because Stump Pies bring 20 rupees, mean he doesn't have any money problem.
Mm-hmm.
And
that's a drain potion. I'll take that every time.
Yeah. Paradox Cave, 48 minutes in. Nothing downstairs.
My prediction is that there's nothing in Light World, but there is Fire Rod in Hookshot Cave. That's my prediction. Just read in the seed. Yeah. I didn't think there's gonna be anything here.
Yeah, this place is pretty late on the logic behind flippers.
Oh, Kane was on Batman, right?
Yeah, Kane was on.
Kane was locked behind Thieves Town.
Yeah, because Thieves Town had powder.
Yeah.
The mushroom for fake powder is in King's Tomb.
Oh, that's awkward because you can't get the mushroom earlier than. That's interesting. You can't get the mushroom much earlier.
Well, she's got flute. Well, she's got flute, so she can turn the mushroom very conveniently at any moment. So
right.
I'd consider the fake power. Oh no, wait. Mario is on Batman. You can't do that. You need someone to do fake powder.
Yep. It is impossible to do fake powder today. Praise our Jesus.
SevenS1ns is walking back from Zora domain.
Yeah, it's always faster to save and quit.
He wants his 20 rupees. He's talking to Zora with 480.
I love how Zora pops up and he's just like, no. Man, I can do Hera now, which is a crystal, so it's not wasted time.
Yeah. She doesn't have access to tile room though. Don't have fire source.
So I think the reason why SevenS1ns is walking back is because he wants to preserve his full health.
And maybe he wants to go through a North Dark World via that portal from Catfish, doing Graveyard Ledge.
Possibly.
Full Heart on Spectacle Rock. Yeah, I think he's going to do Graveyard Ledge here. Pretty efficient. Spike Cave before Hera. Interesting. Yeah, Graveyard Ledge to Bunk Rock. Oh yeah, he didn't do Bunk Rock. So he's going to find his Sleepless here.
Yep. I was wondering when this would get routed in.
Well, that's pretty efficient routing, I'd say. Because Smear does not know this item. Just a shield, but it's a shield. But it's gonna be on her mind for a while.
Yeah, the Tin Zora spends cost 5. Oh, he's talking to the guy. Oh, it's. Oh, Son lyrics. I love that guy.
Yeah. I usually come from the portal.
That is actually just like, I think there's 10 text boxes there, which is like 40 seconds in Link to the Past, because the text boxes in this game are atrocious.
SevenS1ns is going to the swamp.
People say that deaths are the worst time loss you can have in Link to the Past. No, it's actually talking to Bully Ball.
So, Mira can actually get this crystal. She got a big key. It's not fire locked. And SevenS1ns is going to do swamp. I don't think he'll skip left side or the Tempter Sword.
No, he's not in Go mode. He's not skipping left side. Absolutely not.
Yeah. Well, I know there are runners that skip left side regardless.
So we might still find the small key. We haven't seen a single item yet, so
yeah.
Small key can be locked behind itself now. So sometimes you just never have to go there. That's one item down. Oh, Myrna's not comfortable with
that's
the
a map.
But that's fine.
That's a map.
So I don't know why I said I meant one chest down. One more chest down, not one item down. Myrna doing the vanilla way, the glitchless way. That's totally fine.
Yeah.
That bomb jump is pretty tough.
She doesn't even need to do that. Hookshot and Boots are both in possession.
So there is an item in the basement. And unfortunately, neither runner has a fire source yet. More and more pendant ice palace is looking like an option. But SevenS1ns is gonna check Death Mountain first, which will include Dark Death Mountain.
Yeah, and Mir, I think after this, I think it's about time for her to go Steve Town, doesn't it? Skirting the edge of the middle hole there. One that spin. Got him. Well, the other 5-6 crystals in Skullwood, so we don't have to worry about pyramids carry this seed.
Yeah, all of the fancy things.
Yeah. Unfortunate. Or fortunate for the runners.
Grabbing some potions, not a bad idea. Even SevenS1ns did that.
It looks like neither runner flooded the key. Looks like Mirror is going to do Siege Town now. I don't see any reason she'd be back here without doing that. Maybe Skullwood first. Siege Town is definitely on the menu here.
Yeah, that is gonna put her right back on track. In fact, she'll be right up on par with SevenS1ns. Currently, honestly, she's only missing 2 items, and one item leads to the other here, so.
Yeah, and they've done completely different dungeons, so I'm not exactly sure who has the lead, but SevenS1ns did have more crystals.
True, but myrnae just has to complete the dungeons. If they do this in a specific way, they might not even because they're not going to do anything with the lamp. The lamp might be their go mode. That would actually be quite convenient. Well, depending on where the lamp is.
I don't think SevenS1ns needs lamp.
No, it
so
seems like
Fire
he
Rush.
Myers hard though. Myers hard.
Myers story is really hard.
I want to say that was I was in a race with Zelda Addison, and just before, I think we were both complaining that we don't get lampless seeds much, and then we instantly got a seed that required us to do all the lampless. It was a pretty funny. So like this, I've seen actually a lot of people say that you get lamp too much, so dark mode practice doesn't matter, and then it's the moment somebody says that I watch their next race because it's always lampless. This logic is actually pretty well randomized, honestly.
Picking up her silvers, so fixtures shouldn't be a problem, but it's the room before fixtures that will be a problem without the lamp. While the runners are tracing each other's deaths, a reminder that the Speed Gaming Network has now has 6 channels for for all the tournaments. But if you only want to watch a Link to a Past randomizer, there's also ALTTPR. There are 4 channels. So if you want to watch more tournaments or randomizer, remember to follow these channels.
Yep. And you'll do like what you're seeing here while these guys are just doing things that we've already seen. Do make sure to follow these runners if you enjoy what you see. SevenS1ns also does a lot of RPG speedrunning as well, if you're into that. I do not know if myrnae does any other streaming.
SevenS1ns already significantly faster with that Temper Sword.
And with that, we got another crystal from SevenS1ns.
So where do you go next? Straight to my area? Or do dive Ice Palace first? He's going to, no, but whatever he chooses, he's activating his flute first.
Oh, absolutely. He's going to go to Death Mountain, though. He might go to Mire. He might go to Mire to find out if it's required or not, which would actually be the correct play, I think.
Oh yeah, I totally forgot that the entirety of Death Mountain available for him.
And same with all of Mire area, if depending on the medallion. The medallion really changes how quick the seed is.
That's actually 29 digs for the digging game.
Damn.
So no boots is going to save you from the ending message here.
Time's up. Lose time.
Mira is going entirely off script here, but she has tons of safety. She'll survive this fight.
And there's the gloves. So that's a sigh of relief from myrnae. But they just opened up a huge can of worms in their seed. There's so much they can do now.
They have so much they can do, things like 10 minutes mark. It's a flute to 6. It's a mile first from SevenS1ns. He's pulling off Death Mountain. So the Mire entrance medallion is quick.
Nope, we are. So that literally doubles the amount of items we need right now. So that's interesting. That does add a dynamic to the run.
Nothing in Mire yet. I think we'll see a dive in Desert Pass for item checks. Can be Lemoners, no fire source.
And we're gonna see at least part of it. We've got the boots. Those boots. So let's see what's in here.
Mira is gonna get her can of Samaria right now. Hey, it's the medallion we don't need. Well, unless something is Eternal Rock, I guess.
that adds 2 out of 3 medallions now. That's unfortunate for our runners.
Also, that's first item in Desert. Only 1 item left.
So
Small key.
Here's my prediction for the story of this seed. It's early in the morning. Everyone's already eaten their bacon. The medallion of bacon is going to take its revenge today. There's a fire! Never mind! Oh, that's big!
Well,
okay.
There's a fire. Well, there's your fire source, and Lemons don't need to get beaten now because on all items.
We can make our breakfast now.
Yeah, that's all our items in deserts. So I think he check our cave and go straight to this mountain or let's what go woods.
Oh, where was Ice Rod? I forgot.
Ice Rod is Lake Hylia Island. Mir got it
Uh-oh.
blind.
We might need that Ice Rod now.
Well, the thing is we don't have book. We can't even know whether we need to have pedestal or not.
I like where he's going. He's going straight to Stalwarts.
Go woods.
And that's the other 5-6, so interesting.
So Pyramid Berry might actually still be in play for that Quake medallion. Or it can be in Turtle Rock as usual. So do you dive ice first after this or go straight to Death Mountain?
If I'm SevenS1ns, Death Mountain.
Yeah.
Probably Turtle Rock. Do
Yeah.
Hera. Do Hera first, then do West Side, then do Turtle Rock. Well, actually, he doesn't know what's on Lake Hylia. I don't know if he does, so you should probably go to Lake Hylia. You might need that Ice Rod now. It could actually be a pedestal seed now. We're back. Pedestal was dead for a little bit, but we're back.
Yeah.
It could be.
Well, it's alive until we see Quake on Turtle Rock. Then it's truly dead. The new things from SevenS1ns on Death Mountain is going to be Super Bunny and Hookshot Cave, I believe.
And using the fire, it only takes 4 slashes with the sword here.
Given you don't slash it into your spikes.
Yeah. Well, he's got enough health that he should be fine. myrnae just got the bad news, but if they go to desert, they'll get some good news. Oh, they haven't checked Adina.
Yeah. Who remembers Adina 1 hour in? Until it's your last location, you're running around for 1 hour 40.
If he goes to Death Mountain, oh right, Quake could also be on Dream Pendant.
Well, that depends on what Turtle Rock medallion is. We don't know that either. But we're going to get a lot of old news from SevenS1ns right now. Oh, there's our fourth bottle in the Spectral Rock Cave. I doubt anyone's gonna get it.
No.
Also Spike Cave. We're mirroring to in the wrong spot if she wants to go to desert. I think she's diving ice here.
Well, if she can't do dark rooms, she's gonna need to do ice eventually. I'm thinking that's where the lamp is.
Yeah, most likely. Or it's on the Dark Death Mountain.
It's so hard, honestly. Like, if you haven't learned dark rooms, they're not. They've decided no, they don't want to do a pendant. That's some good thing. But if the lamp is there, then they still have Dark World, Dark Mountain, Dark World, Death Mountain.
Ice Rock Cave is coming first. I think she just remembered. Oh, there's one item that SevenS1ns can check that Mirror can't here in Hera, the basement.
Oh, that's not a small thing.
Well, if
Sin,
you get through this
SevenS1ns, just
blue
use
box.
any other item, please.
Well, he got through with sword, with the sword.
I
Looks
don't know
like
why. I'm still mad. He kept doing that.
Looks like we're seeing Dark Death Mountain from Mirror first as well. I think she's going to get those before SevenS1ns got through Hera.
So okay, so here we go. Man, you know, this seed has really proven my thing is that doing dark rooms is more of a major glitch than hovering, and people want hovering banned. It's not you laugh, but it's true.
It's true.
Being able to do lapless rooms is a way bigger advantage than hovering over a few gaps would ever be.
That's 5th Crystal SevenS1ns. He's going back for the tire room. And he got Sword Beam for the Switch net this time.
Well, he has sword beams, so that's nice. See, if he had sword beams, what he was doing before, it would have worked out fine.
Nothing in Super Bun Cave. We're on to Hookshot Cave.
Take a handbrake there. Probably gonna type in his chat like about that silly thing he did.
Nothing in Hookshot Cave either. Let's see what Turtle Rock Medallion is. I think she'll check it. Or maybe not. Yeah, she doesn't have Fire Rod. I don't think Turtle Rock is on her mind right now.
Okay, and it's just a piece of art. So it didn't look like. Do we get to see what Turtle Rock was?
No, she didn't check it. She doesn't have Fire Rod. I don't think that's on her. Turtle Rock is on her mind.
Probably not. It is though possible. So we are looking at progression in Turtle Rock or Ice Palace. Man, this very fast seed. Remember, guys? Remember when we were happy about the seed?
Well, there's always that one item, wasn't there?
Well, not always. Oh.
Well, we're seeing Turtle Rock Medallion from SevenS1ns at least.
He's actually just assuming it's here. So if it's not Turtle Rock, then it's Ice Palace, I think, based on what we've checked. Oh,
Yeah, I think so. It's
go in.
Right in. You know, if items permitting, I think you can actually go right to Laser Bridge without Fire Rod.
Yes, but he can't do the boss with the Ice Rod. And again, we are looking at a possible pedestal seed or a possible Dream Pennant. So Dream Pennant and pedestal are both locked.
Yeah, they're both accessible right now after the Lake Hylia Ice Rod. They are missing each other's rod right now.
Yeah. Myrnae's gonna find the Fire Rod first, though.
Yeah, more likely, given she goes to desert anytime soon. I think she will. She's running out of options, doesn't she? Isn't she? isn't
Yeah.
it?
I think that's crazy. Turtle Rock currently locks. Turtle Rock and completion of Turtle Rock is currently 8 items. It's locked in. Oh no, 7 items. It's Trinets to potentially keep 3 items behind him, which is nuts.
Well, here's her mushroom. It's go. Yeah, she's rooting. She's going to get that temper sword. At least I think so. Yeah, getting the temper sword. You remember the old saying that pendant eyes always have something?
No, because that is a superstition, and I don't believe in those darn superstitions. But I do know that people do think stuff like that. People
I
are
think
overly paranoid about pendants. But it's actually probably Turtle Rock. Turtle Rock has more items.
yeah, there is more items. Mir, I think she's checking catfish here.
I think so. Probably Pyramid. Actually, I don't think they've checked that.
Yeah, she didn't
Yeah,
check
they're down. Yeah, they're one less bottle. So I
bottle.
don't think
Yeah.
Pyramid. Yeah, gonna go pick up that bottle. Yeah, a free green bottle is actually super useful. So I'll always take a free filled bottle.
Yeah, even the fairy text says bottle filled, money saved. SevenS1ns having 5 and 6 crystal is going to get a big bomb.
Yeah, big bomb seems like a good idea here.
Wonder when he's gonna find that ice rod. I think he's going to find it right before he's deciding to dive Ice Palace and making him hesitate.
Okay, and dropping off the bomb. And do we get the... Nope.
A hobo check from this mirror location is one of the more efficient, but you don't read. Most of the time, you don't have access to that, or you fake filtered it way earlier.
Yeah, it's not a normal thing you get to do, but when you do get to do it, it feels nice. He's there to check. He's there to get his ice rod though, and he may take that as a hint to go to Turtle Rock. No, nope, no hint to Turtle Rock. Stubbornness going for spin speed. The best part is spin speed isn't even faster for that because you stop. Well, you do spin speed as you do that, but you know. Oh, he was just going here. Okay. So we got the ice run now. Now it's started to. Oh, he's going to Ice Palace. No, he's not. He's making me look like a fool. He's going to Shed Waterfall Cave. Okay, we are both runners checking this chest. Both runners need to learn that there are only 2 items in this dungeon. Okay, SevenS1ns going through a nice little dark room here. Actually, oh yeah, it's this one. Okay. Ah, don't a desert. You need the dark world.
At least she's going to desert. She's going to find her
Yep.
fire rod real soon.
And that's the great equalizer here. Dead rocks, unfortunately, going through the bridge, trying to get past the second. Nope, gets dead rocked twice. So there are 2 places that we can be. It's either going to be Turtle Rock or Ice Palace. He's going in.
Lamp is also still in play, and it also can be in Turtle Rock before the smaller maze room or in Ice Palace 2.
It's myrnae. Is myrnae going to the dungeon? They are not. Never mind. I thought that we were going to see something awesome there. Dang. I mean, you can't mirror back up there from there. That's not what they wanted. Didn't matter, I guess. Okay, so SevenS1ns. Moving along. Doing myrnae dashes. Grabbing the full magic. We're going to see myrnae do stalwarts.
So we can safely say SevenS1ns has a sizable lead here, I guess.
Well,
He checked way more locations.
Yeah, but this quack is going to be a great equalizer today. Oh, there's a Dolan sword. Okay, we're gonna see. Hey, so one important thing in Randomizer is to keep is to know what the dungeon counts of each dungeon is. You can actually save a lot of time by not checking locations. If you already have all the items.
Yeah,
Oh, there it
it's a
is. We're in
little
go mode officially, everyone. In the vanilla bid key chest in the lava room, we are officially in go mode for 7/Sins.
Man, imagine if this is sanity, no one's gonna check that.
Oh man, if this was key sanity, this would have been a 100% clear. And 7/Sins only has a single dungeon to do.
Well, it's Meyer. Gomo Meyer is decently nice if you find a big key
Yeah, I was
early
about to
enough.
say, it really depends on the bid key location. Now, this dark room here is thin, but the lamp can... Oh my goodness. The lamp can 100% be in Meyer.
It totally can.
I don't think they've actually gotten any items from a dark room. Not a single one. Yeah, as Chad is also pointing out, there's been no item locked behind a dark room. This is fully in logic.
Yeah, part dark room is a bust. Eastern dark rooms only has arm walls behind it. I don't think it gave anything either.
Yep. The Turtle Rock, the go mode item, was behind it. So I bet you that lamp is in Meyer right now. It's either here or in Ice Palace.
Well, it's 2 items versus 3 items, so I'm betting Ice Palace.
There's also 2 items left. There's also 3 items left in Turtle Rock.
But there's only a few chests left in Turtle Rock available.
Well, there's 2 before the dark room, and there's the. Is he just gonna go mode it?
Yeah, got
Oh yeah, he is.
Keys, first chest.
He's already switched. Yep. The best possible Meyer.
Let's see how his Dark Meyer goes, because he's definitely not getting any lamps now.
Yeah.
Where is diving ice pass? The best she can find here is the lamp. I think she will need it. I don't think she's comfortable with dark room. Never mind, she's joking me.
Oh, is she gonna go to Turtle Rock?
Mountain. Yeah, she's going to Turtle Rock now, I think. And
is this where?
I don't know how much of it she will clear though. She's still looking for a lamp. Well, at least she'll clear until the rolling ballroom, I guess.
As everybody watches this and is like, I should probably learn that dark room after Sins did it for free. Hey chat, I as well am guilty of this. Maybe we shouldn't laugh at the guy who does the cool looking stuff, because he can also do the cool looking stuff. This is also not an easy room at all.
Well, we didn't actually see anything, so but it's cool regardless.
So the way I actually personally, so I always like to make up my own chests or dark rooms. I never can learn dark rooms by reading or watching someone. The way I do that, and somebody did mention a similar way, is once you pull the block, if you find the door, and doors make a different sound than the wall. Once you find the door by poking on it, you move like a little bit to the left. You just throw your Samaria block, and I think it lands on it. Yeah. You also push up the Samaria block, but that Samaria block is the hardest part. It's the hardest dark room in the game by a significant chunk, and the rest are actually pretty easy.
Yeah, So at 1 hour 30-minute mark, SevenS1ns has all 7 crystals and heading to a Ganon's Tower. This is where we do our Where is Ganon's Tower big key game. There are 23 chests in Ganon's Tower.
22.
One is the big chest, so it cannot have the big key. So put your guess in 1 to 22. Where is the big key?
Unfortunately, the official game is a little broken at the moment.
Okay, audio switched.
That's usually a thing when somebody's in the lead. Good idea. We can get the audio for Ganon's Tower.
Yep. So let's see how Mir going to act when she got that Quake medallion.
So just for a little added history in the seed, myrnae seems to be not good at the dark rooms and is avoiding them, the harder ones. So they need the lamp as well as that. SevenS1ns, though, is being practiced in this game quite a bit. Again, he was supposed to be in the future rounds of the last tournament, the one in the open one. But due to the time slot of the qualifying race, or the tiebreaker race, he wasn't able to make it and had to forfeit his last round.
Well, we found the book. Good thing the big key cannot be on the tablet. This isn't the madness that's called insanity. Meanwhile, we didn't find the small key in the right side, so first 2 chests, so there's no right side gimbal this time.
So many red rupees.
Well, he dunked them all. And then dash through them.
Okay, I hate that spike on that like thin pathway. I always get knocked down by it. It makes me mad. But SevenS1ns gets through it just fine.
Mir got Quake. She knows she's in Dark Room Go mode and she's opting to leave Turtle Rock. I think she's going in for the Dark Room. She's heading to Mire.
He's also wasting his bombs. Wow, so are they just hoping? I was watching SevenS1ns to see when he gets the bid key.
Mir leave Turtle Rock right after getting a quick medallion. I think she knows she needs to do those dark rooms to stay competitive against SevenS1ns.
Yeah, I think so. I think once you hit go mode, even if you're not comfortable, you just gotta. I mean, that's what's happened. That's how I learned it. I literally learned it mid race. I was like, okay, breathe, think calmly. I actually always mute all my audio. I take off my headphones when I do dark rooms. It's for some reason easier. I don't know.
We're coming on Bob's chest. Bob's not here because the torch is smoky.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you want to watch these races, there are actually 10 channels you should follow to be able to catch all the action that we restream. Not every match is going to get restreamed. There's just way too many matches for that right now. Oh, it's the Vanilla Bicky! I love it!
Vanilla Bicky, number 15.
Woohoo! Yeah! Okay. If you the channels you want to follow are, so you're on speed gaming right now. 1. If you add a 2, a 3, a 4, a 5, and a 6 to that, you will find all the channels that we are going to be using for this tournament. Don't think we'll be using any more than that. On top of that, there are 4 channels called ALTTP Randomizer, all one word. And if you do that and then add a 2, a 3, and a 4 to it, then boom, there you go. You are suddenly following all the channels you need. Of course, another way to do it is to follow the link to the past directory on Twitch, and you will catch them all. Like you'll be able to check that, and you can always catch all the matches there.
Yeah, that following games is what I usually do here. Oh, SevenS1ns is doing the invisible frames from the drop strats. He's not worrying about the cannonballs.
myrnae is doing the rest of Meyer to see if the lamp is here. And it could be here.
Doing the feels way longer than it actually is cutscene.
I hope that she can find the lamp. That would be nice. But it can be in ice. It could be in the other chest in Turtle Rock.
Yeah, there are 3 chests left in Turtle Rock. The big chest, the roller room, and the mimic cave. After that is the dark room, so them can be behind that.
Okay, and we are moving up, and no GTD spawn. So
well, he'll need to despawn GT about a dozen times for Mir to catch up now. So I wouldn't worry about it, but it definitely feels bad.
I won't lie. So people always ask this question: is there a master list for each of the seeds? There is, but not for race seeds, and that's to prevent cheating. And race seeds are almost like the race seed that you get is obscured and isn't a readable seed to to the site and to spoiler log creators. There's some magic involved to prevent it. Oh, and they're doing a ice palace to find the lamp.
Well, quaking the last chest.
Yeah.
Understandable as Quake is what tripling up the whole seed.
Yeah. Yeah. That Quake troll, man, made the seed go from something that SevenS1ns was on track to do in an hour 20, to like an hour 45. Oh, that was a triple. Whoa.
That's double. The 2 balls hit the same frame, I think. The power of bomb balls.
Dang, that was a good fight.
There is a single error in Ice Path's first item. So we're going gunfight, gold swords, silver arrows, half magic, and a few green parts to pick up. I don't think there's going to be a problem. Six slash first stage and 6 more the second phase. And we're on to third phase.
And yeah, moving on.
We need to look her health. Okay, she drank the blue potion, or she's not going to have enough health for the bump jump.
Well, with KSMR, if you're full clearing this, you don't need to do the bomb jump. So
Good point, but I think
if you're full clearing it for items anyway.
Yeah, she doesn't do that, but a lot of people just default to do that. Habit, I guess. Okay, Ganon's down. Get your GG's in for SevenS1ns, winning this race.
And GG7. The next race is actually starting in about 5 minutes.
Well, not on this channel, on Speed Game 3, I think.
Speed Game 2 or 3, yeah.
Race on Speed Game 2 started on 10 sharp, that's an hour ago. On Speed Game 3 is 6 minutes from now. So, shall we bring him in?
Oh, absolutely. Is he waiting? Yeah.
Oh, man.
Congratulations, SevenS1ns.
Thank you.
That was... That seed went from like a sub-hour seed to not a sub-hour seed.
This seed was very, very evil. I was like, oh my god, it's a jet seed. First time since I've been playing B29. I'm gonna get that sub 130 this seed. Yeah, it's gonna happen.
The quake happened.
Oh man.
Word.
The entire chat was just despondent. If you were to watch this one back, you'll just see chat and us just break when we see it's not bombos.
So...
and then you found Ether and we're like, oh no.
Yeah, that was super trolly. It was pretty mean.
So your opponent is looking for that lamp?
Oh, yeah, this is a really good seed for me because to give a little bit of history, the first tournament that I joined for Randomizer, I was eliminated on my dark rooms. And the first thing I did was practice that until I, just practice dark rooms. And the first seed I get is a dark seed. I'm so happy with that.
Practice always work out.
But the lantern has not been found then, am I, wow.
No,
yeah, she's in Ice Palace. She full-killed Mystery Mire, never found it. She didn't check the rest of Turtle Rock before Dark Room though.
Yeah, that's pretty much the only place where it can be, huh? Like in Turtle Rock, I believe I cleared everything else on the overworld pretty much. The only thing I didn't check, I believe, was Ice Palace.
Well, you also didn't check. There's actually Mirror Cave Bid Chest and Roller Chest that could have the lamp in Turtle Rock.
Yeah. No, I mean outside of Turtle Rock. Like,
oh, right.
Outside of Turtle Rock, I believe we got all locations down.
Yeah, between the two of you at this point, yeah.
Yeah. Wow, that's pretty mean.
At what point were you thinking in the back of your mind, oh, this is a pedestal seed? Thanks, game.
Never.
Oh, no, you never thought that Quake was going to be on pedestal?
No, as soon as I saw that the lantern was so hard to find in my first fire source with a fire rod, that pretty much sealed the deal. But as soon as I saw Turtle Rock being a pedestal or a pendant, I never thought it was going to be a pedestal seed, honestly.
I honestly, the moment that we had found the fire rod, I was like, uh-oh. That's not what we want to see for pedestal.
Yeah.
Just it was dead pretty quickly, other than the medallion. But I just kind of wrote it off, just like you did, until we found the fire rod.
I don't think
bad
I've ever had
news.
Darkhold access this early ever.
Bad news is not in ice. It's all 3 items. Cold Spear has compass.
Wow. So it's
So
in
I
Turtle Rock
think-
then.
Yeah, most likely.
Yeah, I was actually caught off guard at a certain point. I went to Zora to do like a Dark World Light World check, and I saw that cape on the ledge, and I was like, "Wait a minute, did I check Bumper Cave? Did I check Bumper Cave?" I wanted to go back, and I was like, "Nah." I wrote it down because I said Bumper nothing. A red mill in the library, I believe. I was
So-
like,
Yes, it is.
yeah,
So it is in Turtle Rock, the lamp.
it has to be.
Yeah.
But yeah, what a seed, man. That lantern.
Yeah.
That lantern. I was like, I gave up on the lantern pretty fast. At first, I was like, I'm gonna sequence break into Death Mountain, but it didn't feel right. As soon as I got that Darkworld access and it set me up for Thieves Town, I was like, wait a minute, getting all these extra lives and then that bottle right at that opportune moment. I was like, you know what? It's Thieves Town time, isn't it? And I'm glad I actually never made that play because yeah, it was a wild goose chase, obviously, for that lantern at the end, but I'm just glad I was able to like ignore it completely.
Yeah. Also, you buy a blue potion before going to Zora. What was the thought process for that?
I was actually expecting to never ever get the flute until like my final item, and I kind of wanted to be because I wasn't really like stacked on the offense at that point, so I was gonna rely on getting something that was gonna be magic worthy and you know having to do moth and everything with suboptimal equipment. I figured, you know what, let's get that blue potion. I'll bet I'll be getting plenty of money on the way. And I was right, except for that final 20 rupees. I was standing there, and so I was like, wait a minute, I don't have enough rupees, do I?
Good thing you scouted the stump price pack.
Yeah, I always check that. I'm glad I did. Yeah, this was an interesting seed though. This hasn't happened to me for a while. A literal dark seed.
Yeah. I even made the joke that like a lot of people have been saying, "Oh, you always did the lamp, so dark rooms you don't even need to practice them in V29." And then usually directly after I hear somebody say that, either they or someone gets a dark seed. So
yeah. I honestly I haven't seen anything in V29 yet, so it is indeed kind of interesting to get one. And
yeah,
this is probably the worst kind of dark seed as well. Like this is the actual worst possible dark seed that you could get, I think, especially if you're not learned with dark rooms.
yeah, no, this is
all the dark room dungeons are crystals. Yeah, this is bad.
well, not
So,
Turtle Rock,
Mimic.
but all the other ones, yeah.
First order of business, Mimic Cave. Is lamp here?
I really hope so. This is it's painful to see, honestly. If you're not learned with the Dark World, it really hurts. This kind of stuff. Like I said, this is how I got eliminated out of the first tournament. So yeah.
And there it is in Mirror Cave. Rage slashes.
Pulling out mirror, she's already in light world.
You know, though, I don't think of Mirror Cave as Light World or as part of the Overworld in general.
Wow. Lantern
Yeah.
in Mimic Cave. Oh my.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Okay, so now she gets to Go Mode, Pot, Eastern, and Mystery Mire. Well, not exactly Go Mode Mystery Mire, she already full cleared that.
So they'll be on. The sun is them in their Go Mode. And Go Mode can vary from runner to runner. Not a half bad collection rate, all things considered.
It's pretty high. It's pretty high.
Oh, I mean, if you consider 157 pretty high, man, I should just stop playing this game.
It's pretty high. I mean, I look at my tracker and I've cleared all of the overworld, right?
Oh yeah, well I mean that was just how this seed was. I mean you had Dark World access in a mirror before 10 minutes. Like you just do the overworld at that point, right?
Yeah.
So myrnae had a more interesting route in. I actually did like your I'm just gonna walk from the village of outcasts and just loop all the way around this world, because why not?
I figured as soon as I got mitts, nothing in the overworld is blocked for you anymore, right? So mitts and mirror, it's like and hook shot, you could go pretty much anywhere. I figured, you know what? There's gonna be some sort of trolley item hidden in the overworld that I'm gonna require, whether it's gonna be like the Cadence of Mario or whatever. I'm just not gonna go out of my way and do any of the light world stuff. If I do get that combo, then I can do everything together. And it worked out really well because I believe this is the best routed seed I've ever done personally.
That is, your routing was phenomenal, honestly. To take anything super positive, the seed was routed very well for where everything was. B, this will actually be a very good tool for myrnae to go back to and watch.
Yeah. Yeah, I hope myrnae will see this, and the only thing I can say is, yeah, those dark rooms. They're if you can do them without lantern, it becomes a different seed.
Putting off, I think the actual thing that set them very far behind was putting off Turtle Rock or not Turtle Rock, sorry, Thieves Town for a long time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so not feeling as comfortable with some of the more difficult things, which is fine. I mean, that's actually almost the joy of Randomizer. You don't usually have to do the very hard things to beat the seed, but you might not necessarily get a competitive time.
She did get the boots first.
She did get the boots way earlier, yeah.
I was kind of afraid of that, because it wouldn't be the logical choice to go straight for those boots in, what was it? Mini Moldorm Cave, I believe?
Yeah, Mini Moldorm.
Chet would like to know how you felt after trying to get through the switch by slashing through it. Because,
the hero block.
You tried that for a little bit.
Oh yeah. So that's the thing, right? It's a bit of a meme because I always try to do it, and at one point in my life I want to be able to do that first try. And I just was like, you know what? I can't give up. I can't give up. If I want to show these people that you can do it, and yeah.
People loved it because you could have just menued to the hook shot, which you did later in the dungeon anyway.
Yeah, and then I fired off a couple of extra shots as to say LOL, but
Yeah,
I don't know
that was that was pretty good. I think everyone had a good laugh at that one.
I did some extra things just to show people that certain safe strats are possible in certain areas as well. Not just because I wanted to show them, because they also make me feel safer, obviously.
Yeah.
I hope people picked up on that as well.
Mirror the patches pictures with SevenS1ns now going to Paladin Eastern for her last 2 crystals.
So then, I do want to thank you very much. Since, do you have any other thoughts on the seed that you haven't covered yet?
I seriously hope that there will be more dark seeds, especially in the later stages of the tournament, and that people will practice their dark rooms. V29 might be said that it's not a lot of dark stuff to do here, but the amount of progress I've gotten by just sequence breaking, even though the lantern was available right after a sequence break or whatever, it's paid off every single time almost.
Yeah.
So
dark rooms are really good, and there are strats. You can teach yourself your own strats to get through them using swords and hook shots and sometimes even arrows, because arrows will stay static in the room and will give you an idea of where you are.
Or you could be like me and you could use the music if you zone into a room. For example, the Old Man. There are 3 base hits. You turn right on all of the base hits. Like you hold up, and then the first base hit you turn right. The second base hit you turn right and up, and then right again. It's there are plenty of ways to learn it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. The hardest one to learn is probably either Turtle Room or Mire Dark. The first Mire Dark Room is the real hurdle. Every other Dark Room is you can kind of brute force your way through. So
the one with the switch.
Yeah.
Okay,
The
so
switch is the hard one.
I have an easy trick for that one. You just like you can kind of find the skull pretty easily. That shouldn't be the hard part. Getting a switch, the block on there, obviously is the hard part. So if you got the switch, what you do is you run up to the bottom wall with the locked door. You place a block and you stand in the bottom left corner, obviously dodging the stuff that they shoot at you. Move 1 pixel or 1 tile to the right, and then straight throw up your block. Just throw it upwards, and it'll always hit the switch.
I do the same thing, but I push it because I've been hit while trying to throw it, and it's like it obviously messes it up and moves you. So I usually just try to push it forward. But yeah, no, that's pretty much the way. You want to get in the bottom left corner and start from there usually.
Yeah, it's the easiest because you have like a solid setup for that, right? You can kind of like a kid to like buffer strats. Oh, this turtle room. Oh my, that was a nightmare. I'm glad I got that blue potion, by the way. It made me feel very safe.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and for anyone, SevenS1ns is actually extremely. Somebody mentioned radio voice die. SevenS1ns has been. How long have you been streaming for now? Like years and years now.
I've been streaming for 5 years. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, this guy is pretty good. If you want to entertaining morning stream, definitely check him out.
Hey, thank you.
But we're gonna finish up watching Myrnae. Thank you very much for your time, SevenS1ns. I'll let you get back to whatever you're doing.
Watching Myrnae. I
okay.
I want to see her finish.
Sure.
One silver mirror finishes helmet store.
Yeah, and Myrnae gonna finish up Eastern and then make their way straight up the mountain.
And she's going to take a while in Gantt Tower since Vicky is vanilla.
Oh yeah, that's true. Well, no, they've already Myrnae actually did do the first the Eastern Dark Room and the Old Man Dark Room, so they know the easier ones, and that's pretty normal. I think almost everybody learns those two.
Yeah, I learned it, but
it's a good basis.
I learned it too, but I'm not really consistent at it. So I always pull out the map for them.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. I know lots of people who have the dark maps like opened on their computer for when they do randomizer, and they'll open up the pictures. So that's pretty common actually, and that is not cheating. You can use any video guide, any text guide, anything. You have all those resources open when you're doing a race. Those are not the only thing you're not allowed to do is watch your opponent.
So you just gave away my secret weapon, because what I always have, when I do randomizers, is I always have a map open of the maze, the dark maze in Pod.
Yep, that is. I also have that file on my desktop. Oh, look, I'm headed to Pod without a lamp. Okay, let's go to my desktop. There we go. During the Kiki cutscene, every time I open up that map.
All right, I'm gonna pop out of voice. I'll let you
Yeah,
to
no
the
worries.
commentation. Thank you,
thank you very
again
much.
for the commentation. It'll be a pleasure watching this one back. I'm pretty sure, because my forte dark seed's great.
Have a good one, SevenS1ns.
Thank you.
Thanks for your wrong.
Thank you for everything in the tournament. See ya.
Of course. And we're moving on to Armos with the silver arrows. Going to be super, super fast.
1 arrow per night.
With this one, you can do it pretty much anyway, as long as you hit all of them. Arrows in Link to the Past are actually super weird, how they're used. You can actually only ever have 1 arrow moving on the screen at any time. You can never have 2.
So Mirren just got her final crystal. She's heading up to Gantt Tower. I think she's buying some potion first, using a bottle.
Yep, and that's perfectly normal.
Yeah, I do that all the time too. I'm not confident in my execution to go up against tower without potion.
I personally feel somewhat comfortable, but I prefer to have that extra safety if something goes wrong in the gauntlet.
Yeah. Besides, the 17 already finished. She might as well just make sure she
Oh yeah,
finishes
make
her
sure.
round.
Oh, absolutely. Whenever I'm in a, and that's so. Whenever I personally race, I know a lot of people do this. If they start seeing a bunch of people finish and they are not really close, they're just going to aim to finish. I mean, some people when they see people finish way ahead of them, they'll just forfeit because what's the point? They just want to move on to the next race. But for a lot of people, they'll start taking their time just to be sure that they can beat it, and that is actually good practice.
So I think both Speed Gaming 2 and 3 has a match going on right now. So you can watch it as well as watching mere
Yeah.
finish.
If you are ever, I would recommend everybody try to use speedrun.tv. I know there's so many speedrun.something or speedgaming.something. Speedrun.tv, and that's actually a really good multi-twitch made by a speedrunner. I would highly recommend using that to watch multiple speed gamings at once if you wanted.
And SevenS1ns is watching your stream on his own stream. So we are getting double feed.
Thanks, Seven. That's pretty great.
Well, at least he's not watching the full restream for full recursion. I probably shouldn't say that. He's probably here.
I have to remember to look at the left side and not the right side. And there's the book, that elusive book. And moving along, they are going the correct side of GT.
Well, there isn't a smoky on right side. If she doesn't do Dark Magician, she can't do left. She can't do right side first. The first two chests was a mirror shield and the book, so no gamble here.
Yeah. There's a really well. So there's always the Dark Magician route where you go to those 4 chests first.
And then mirror back to do the full right hand side, so you don't have to kill those stealthos.
So moving on, it's only very close to the big key now.
So as she is climbing up Gannis Tower and looking for a big key, here's the rest of schedule for Speed Gaming this channel tonight. Today at noon we have JLo7 versus ALG Andy, and after that 3 o'clock we have Raja like the Tiger versus Rocket Racer. 6 o'clock we have Elminster versus nailing, and the rest has yet to be scheduled, so we are going to have the full day of randomizer here on Speed Gaming, as well as all the other channels.
Yeah, there's a lot of matches. We're going to try to get as many of them covered as we can. But unfortunately, we are not many. We are few. But we're doing the best we can.
Yeah, even we have 10 channels, there's only so many commentators and trackers and restreamers available. And even if we had all that, we already have more than 12 raids starting at 8 today, so it's just impossible to restream them all. Well, here's her big key, she's going up.
Okay. That was the vanilla boss key, yeah. Nice, using the mirror shield there. Awesome. Doing sword strats in these rooms. Ooh, dodges the lasers. Real nice. Wait, what? Oh, okay. That was really cool. They actually hit the... So, key dashing works by being on a multiple of 4 pixel. Normally in that room, if you dash without touching anything, you'll key dash. But they actually moved to a multiple of 4 pixel to be able to key dash through that big key door.
Now going up the cannon didn't make it through. She can just dash through now. She doesn't know that. Got through anyway. She's up to the gauntlet, the hardest part of Ganon's tower. Those levels are. There are some other strats for these kind of rooms. The most famous is Fire Rod because it lingers on the skull, so stealthers can walk right into it. Or you're me, you don't want to care about that, you just bumbles everything.
Bumbles and everything is a strat. It is the strat I use for like easily the first 20 or 30 minutes. No, not that many. But if you're new to this game, you can't just pull up Bumbles, and you can't actually clear the whole thing. I think Bumbles is the longest medallion cast, but it does outright kill them. The shortest medallion cast is Ether, but for the most part, it just freezes the enemies.
Ethers are most useful in Skullwoods, notably the Stealthos room. They kill Stealthos instantly.
Also kills Wizrobes, but Wizrobes die to literally everything, including Quake. So
Well, I really just don't really like combat, so I just pull out everything in my arsenal to avoid combat.
That's a good plan. I mean, it's not wrong. But it is a simple way.
And then I got to see that I don't have access to those items, and I got a 3 hour.
Also, when you have half magic, you just have so much magic. Why not use the medallions? You actually have enough magic to do this strat here. Well, almost everything with half magic, and still have enough magic left over.
She's taking save. She's not spawning GT.
Oh yeah, I guess so there are new people all the time coming in, even at the end. This is Dark Link, but wearing a tunic. That's what this guy is. They are special sprites. You can even be a Squirtle.
I think there are over 90 now, or around that number.
There are like at least 70. There are well over 100 in development, like including the ones that are currently available.
I usually use Maiden myself, but I do random.
No, oh yeah. So Moldorm, the best way to fight him is actually to dash straight into him. He can't knock you back while you're dashing, and the back half of him doesn't deal damage. Like, the only thing that deals damage on him is this giant head. You can walk straight. The problem is that it's very rare that you notice this, and that's a good fight.
Yeah, that's good. Things gives larger hitbox, so why not do that?
By the way, Maiden's a good choice, if only because that bunny sprite's amazing.
Yeah, that's blind.
Chibi blind is the cutest thing you'll see in Randomizer.
Cape stretch for the last room. This room is also a pain if you don't have boots. Those bumpers just knock you everywhere, and you walk so slowly, and those mid helmets also knocks you everywhere. Is that single or double?
That was a double. Double then single.
Okay.
SevenS1ns got the triple there. Got triple double single. Well, triple double kill. This fight is actually very hard, despite what it can look like.
Yeah.
Getting the angles right. It is simple geometry, but geometry is pretty hard. So even simple geometry isn't easy.
Yeah. Okay, that's 6. Aghanim 2 down. We're off to Gainen. She has 2 blue potions, a cape, half magic, golden sword. I think she had it.
And here we go with Ganon.
With vanilla text. Using cape stretch for extra safety. I think that's way more than enough. She did probably like 18 slashes there when she needs 6.
That's fine. At the end of a seed like this, I usually just want to slash the enemy a lot.
Yeah. Let you anchor out. Drinking the green potion first, she got it from the pyramid. I think she's waiting for a good Ganon spawn for torch glitch.
Possibly. Oh,
But she's not
That's
getting
fine.
it.
torch glitch actually isn't with silvers. You actually almost don't want torch glitch because you can set up triples like easier. Ooh, double hug.
Oh, well, there's a fairy below pyramids for a free fill if she wants to get it. I don't think she knows.
Nope, that's fine.
Yeah,
They,
Seven Hearts.
they have a blue. They realize their mistake. Oh yeah, I was a little too greedy there.
Yeah, there's really greedy. Using the cape liberally, or why not? She has pop magic and a lot of potions. Third phase.
Yeah, that double hug was a little weird. Like the game bounced out trying to recover, but moved too far because they were trying not to fall, and then
Yeah.
they moved straight inside of Ganon. That was a little rough, just the way that all happened. It was compounded by the fact of
Okay, that's back to phase 4. She didn't get any spinning bats this time. Still going for a torch glitch.
that's fine.
Nope.
Like I said, you
That's
can actually
fine.
set up triples a bit easier by stopping Ganon in the middle.
I think she's trying to
Just trying not to die.
yeah, trying not to die is most important. Okay. One arrow in.
Oh, she had ample time to slash that. She could have easily. Oh,
Oh,
you can actually hit him before the fire and just after.
I think she
the
just
light went out. I was wondering what happened there.
the timing of torch is not very good right now. I think she wants to let both run out before lighting it up.
I agree. There you go. All you gotta do is finish at this point. That's what
Yeah.
matters.
Slash. Oh,
I'm
Where was
actually,
it?
I actually haven't looked super deep into it because I think rankings matter more, but I think that average finish time is important as well.
I think it's only important if there's dropouts on higher records, because as far as I remember, every 5-2 goes in and everything below goes out.
That is correct.
Oh, that's not a torch.
Making a sweat. Don't run out of magic.
Missed the arrow. I think she still has one more potion. Oh. Oh. Ganon is down. Get your GGs in for Mir.
GG. And hello, myrnae.
Hi.
Hey, good job on finishing the seed. That was rough if you don't know Dark Rooms. So everybody was totally feeling for you. Just FYI, if you go back and watch the chat, you will see all the love.
Aw. Yeah, I can only do a couple dark rooms, so it was a little rough, and I know quite a few mistakes, but I'm pretty happy.
Oh yeah, so the first question is going to be, after you get a quake in Turtle Rock, you went to look for them elsewhere. What was the thought process of that?
I was actually just trying to avoid Turtle Rock, and part of it was nerves. I was just kind of moving on autopilot, so.
Oh yeah, reasonable because that was your goal mode if you can do the dark rooms.
Yeah, and once I found that lantern, I definitely kicked myself.
So about that early game, everything was in Kakariko. What was the thought process about your routing to the South Shore right after that?
My writing right after that, like I said, a lot of it was nerves, because I know I went to Eastern and everything, and I went south, and that's normally what I do is after I go through Kakariko, I normally go down and try to check all that, and then, yeah.
Well, they give you the boots first, but they delayed your Titansmith. So I think it's both routing is pretty fair. You should go back to watch your thoughts. YouTube went completely different ways after Kakariko. 7-6 goes straight to dark room, beat Thief's Town, got the bits, and just pick up everything with the mirror.
Yeah, and that's probably what I should have done is just do a lot more overworld before I went into the dungeons, which, like I said, I kind of kicked myself for not doing that.
Yeah, I mean, here SevenS1ns wants to confirm his disgust with the seed so that you don't feel as bad.
Oh yeah, no, that
scene was rough.
That scene was definitely rough.
Yeah, I just want to say I'm sorry about you getting this terrible of a seed. I had the same thing happen to me in a previous tournament, and I didn't know dark rooms, and I had a bad time basically. But I just want to say mad props for finishing this and finding that lantern and pushing on and finishing through. That was yeah. Thank you for the race.
Yeah, thank you so much, and congrats on the win. I'm so happy for you.
Thank you.
No, but yeah, finding the lantern where we did, especially because I'm not too well versed in the dark rooms. I can do a couple of them, but that's something I really need to work on while I'm doing this. But I'm still pretty happy with my time. My PB being 2:11, so like I said, I'm pretty happy with it.
And sorry, what was the time? Because your timer didn't go, so we actually have no idea what your finished time was.
Yeah, I think it was like 2:20, something around there. I forgot to start my own timer, so.
That's actually, I mean, that's still probably above average for this tournament. I'm expecting a lot of the more casual players to have their matches later in the week, because a lot of people work in and school, etc. So they'll have more free time. So I'm expecting to see because that's what I'm more interested in with a tournament this big, is to see really how the greater community is averaging at the game. But yeah, Andy versus J-Lo will be here. That is a pretty big race because everyone obviously assumes Andy's going because Andy's very good. J-Lo is an underdog that could very easily beat Andy. J-Lo is extremely good at this game, so I'm surprised everyone's underrating him as much. There is a race though if you're antsy to watch something. A race did start at 11, so only 35 minutes ago on ALTTP Randomizer, on Speed Gaming 3, so you can check that one out as well. There's pretty much only Randomizer on Speed Gaming today. It looks like not much else was scheduled. There's a bit of Rockman, a bit of NMG, some Dark Souls in a couple hours, but lots of Randomizer going on.
There's also a match just started 5 minutes ago at ALTTP Randomizer. That's Level Up Inc. versus Saber Wolf 044.
And is that the correct one? Is that the first one? I think that's where we'll go then. But
it says 11:30. It says 11:30.
Well, there you go. So you have two places to check out if you want to see a seed in its early stages. Thank you very much, both of you. Myrnae, do you have any other last words for the seed, about the seed?
Just that it was a terrible seed, but once again, I'm happy with my time. Thank you so much, SevenS1ns. It was a fantastic race. And I hope I get to know the community more. That's the biggest reason why I signed up for this tournament, so it was a lot of fun.
You picked the right game. This game has one of the best communities on speedrunning and on Twitch in general. And again, thank you for the race as well. It was awesome.
Mhm.
Learn those dark rooms. Get that advantage. It's gonna do you good.
Yeah.
It's gonna do you good.
This is the example race for that. Thank you very much, both of you.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
So we're wrapping this up. Remember to follow the Speed Game Network for this channel and 2 through 6. And if you want to watch more LTP Randomizer, it's LTP Randomizer and 2 through 4. Spain is 2 through 6. Sorry. And I think we're just going to leave it here. There's Annie's match is coming right up, so get hype for that. And after that, we have Roger Like a Tiger versus Rocket Tracer at 3 p.m. Elminster versus Nailing on 6 p.m. And the rest has not yet been confirmed with what channel is going to be on. So we're going to leave it at that. Thank you for watching. I'm Blastic.